Good morning. We're gonna do some lashes. These lashes are the Ardell 600. There's a little bit of glue on them because I took them off last night. So I am just taking off the glue before I put them back on. One down, second one. Now the trick is, so when you get to the ends right here, if you're just holding it here and you're trying to peel off the glue at the ends, you might rip off the lashes from the line. So I hold the lashes at the very end, pretty close to the line. Like I pinch my thumb and my index finger, and then I kind of just scrape off the glue. For some reason, it always gets stuck right at the inner lash line, more so than out here. There we go. Then for the glue, I use the Ardell, and I just kind of keep the glue facing up, get a little bubble to come out, drag it along the lash line until it's covered. Paying close attention to, make sure the ends have, a good amount of glue, because that's where you really, really want it to stay. You don't want the ends picking up. And then you just wait for it to get tacky. If the glue is too wet, it will move along your lash line. So if your eyelash is moving all over the place, you haven't waited long enough. You need to wait till it gets tacky. You want it to kind of stay in place, but still be movable, but more stay in place. Now, if you wait too long, that could be a problem. See how the glue is starting to separate? That means the glue is drying too long. I just kind of wanted to show you. So I'm going to start this one over. I'm going to put different glue, because if I try to put this on right now, it's not going to stick. Or if it does stick, it's just not going to stick throughout the day. It'll end up coming up somewhere, or it will start coming off. So I'm just going to wipe the glue off with my fingers, kind of like I did when I just removed the glue. And I always start by putting it on in the middle and then attaching the outside corner and moving towards the inside corner. We're going to add mascara. I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous that I love so much, and I do my mascara after I put on my lashes because I feel like it blends them and ties them together. I have seen a lot of people who do mascara and then put on lashes, but for me it's like you're doing two separate things. Like you want it to be like one beautiful thing. You want it to be like seamless. You want it to seem like your own lashes. So this is just what I do. Now if you get a little smudge, grab a Q-tip, and I just kind of, then I take the dry side. Good to go. And sometimes at this point, I kind of like to go just like a little darker under the eye. So I just get my palette, take this dark brown chocolate color called Ashes, and just darken it up a bit. Aw, Sadie baby. Thinks daddy's home, but he's not home. He's at a hockey game tonight. So it's just me and her holding down the fort. What are you doing, baby? Come here. Oh, it's a good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. We're just sitting here, and I'm enjoying the tree. And I'm watching Fuller House. The new season just came out. Are you watching it? Have you watched it? I mean, it just kind of reminds me of my younger days of Full House, and it's just fun seeing all the characters come back to life again. So it's a little cheesy. It's always been a little cheesy, but I still like it. It gives you the good feels, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get comfy and cozy and then do some dishes. That sounds fun, right? So fun. Anyways, I thought that I let you see how I put on my lashes. I thought I would take them off for you too, so you could see how that goes. So every night I take a shower, and before I take a shower, I make sure to take my lashes off, because once you get your fake eyelashes wet, gosh, they're just never quite the same again. So you always have to remember to take your lashes off. And sometimes I do forget, and sometimes I'm like, man, I just wasted a pair of lashes. So these lashes I've been wearing for probably about a week or so, and they can last anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. That's probably, 2 weeks is probably the longest I've had any pair of lashes. At some point, lashes just start to come off when you're pulling off the glue, and you know when you're ready to throw them away and get a new pair. But 1 week to 2 weeks on a pair of lashes that cost about $4, I mean, you can't really beat that. So all I do to take my lashes off is I pull from the outside, because that's where the longer lashes are. If you pull from the inside, you have chances of like actually grabbing your own lash and trying to pull it, so I don't like to do that. So I just pull from the outside and pull them off. There's my lashes. And then I just usually stack them like this, and then I open the medicine cabinet mirror and I stick them inside, and they will be waiting there for me till tomorrow. That's pretty much my lash routine that I do every single day. Also, I haven't talked about this much, but I want to show you what I use for eye makeup remover. So I used to use the Almay pads, which I still really love, but now I just take the old Almay container, and I took off the label and everything, and I just put coconut oil in it, and then I take this and I have it near my shower. And this is my eye makeup remover. I just take a little bit out, rub it on my eyes, and the makeup comes right off while I'm hydrating them. So I've just been really liking it. I've been doing this for about a year, and it just really works really well for me. So maybe if you're in the market for a new makeup remover, this might be something you want to try. I needed to refill mine, so that is why I decided to show you. Oh gosh, this is really hard to do with one hand. But I just take some on a spoon and just kind of slide it on in there. And I don't fill it all the way up, just about there is fine. And then I just refill it as needed. In the summertime, it kind of becomes a little bit more liquidy. It still works. In the wintertime like this, it's a little more chunky and it still works. It melts in your fingers. So either way, liquid or a solid, it still works for eye makeup remover.